If I could talk about one of the biggest challenges faced by migrants in the UK today, I would say that the cost of living crisis is definitely a significant contributor to those challenges. Migrants coming from other countries are likely to experience quite a shock when you consider how much things cost. Inflation has gone up significantly, and it's something that impacts everybody everywhere. Specifically for international students that are attending university, the costs are significant and that can impact every aspect of their day to day life here. If I could look to design one project to improve my life, specifically within my local community, I would focus on trying to improve the cost of living crisis. I would focus on creating a project that can identify people's needs. It could be something like a charity event where free food is available. It could be something where people provide others with a list of different grants and awards they can receive to help with the standard of living. It would be promoting community driven behavior and helping one another. It could also be something like a drive where people give away items they don't need anymore for free. And if I could look to young people and their role specifically in a project like that, I would try to encourage them to not just be participants, but active leaders within such activities. And the best way to do that is to provide young people with an incentive to engage. And that could be, as mentioned, anything from different awards. You could promote what they've done on social media. You can provide them with grant money. You could give them something to do. You could give them recognition for the help that they've provided other people with. It could also be something that they could receive in school. They could be given different opportunities based on what they've done and how much they've engaged with others. And if this project worked well in one town, if you were to scale it up and make it work in other towns too, you would need to focus on advertising what's worked and what hasn't. You would need to actively engage with others across different social platforms so you could make people aware of the event. Active advertising would be the best way to scale up in a short amount of time. And you should also definitely advertise and promote the event and the project to influential councils, specifically like Bristol Council, and that could be done through attending meetings, making those connections, posters, videos of people that have taken part, all sorts of different promotion. And if you wanted to measure the success of a community project, you would again use social media to do that. You can look at different social media metrics. You can view how many people have engaged and followed with your account. For instance, if you made an account to promote the community project on a platform like Instagram or Facebook, you would then be able to use tools like Google Analytics to see how many people have come across your page, how many people have actually turned up to involve themselves with the project based on that. And you can look at different things such as ads and see genuinely whether it's had the meaningful impact that you wanted it to. And the continued success could be whether the outcome has been properly achieved or not. How many people have you actually helped because of your project? And that can also lead into the motivation of those who have engaged within the project. If you want to keep people motivated, again, we go back to that idea of active participation and promoting the project. You've got to talk about what people liked about the project. You can have short stories of them across Instagram and LinkedIn, especially the people that have other jobs and positions. How have what they've done and how they engaged in the project helped their professional development? Keeping them involved could also be really good through just discussing other projects in the future, how this can lead on to something bigger and better. And that can then also discuss the ways that you can partner with other companies and places to enable future projects to be possible. I would suggest the most effective partner you should work with would be the schools. Children are really influential and they can be influenced just as easily. Talking to different schools and turning up to different events to promote what you want to do could be a really surefire way of ensuring that those kids make that decision in college, or if they want to take part in activities such as the Duke of England Award, you could then utilize your community project as part of that incentive and promotion. I also think many children are trying to aim towards work experience, which would be a really good way of mutual benefits for both the child and the community project leader. I think my strengths lie in my absolute love for marketing. I have been doing marketing for a very long time. I'm currently trying to complete a master's in digital marketing. Quite successful. I'm predicted quite a good grade. And I also completed a first in media production, which also spoke a lot about marketing, consumer behavior, understanding the way people respond. I think for community projects, that's also really important because you need to understand how people will respond to what you're doing. And organizing community projects all comes from promotion and talking to others and trying to persuade people that what you're doing is worthwhile. And that's what marketing is all about, persuasion. Trying to get that person on board with what you're trying to sell. And even if there's no money attached to it, you are still trying to sell an idea to somebody. And if I was going to lead on to that to create a community project myself on places like Instagram or TikTok, my idea would again focus on the campaign of individuals who have taken part in different community projects. It would be a short campaign where you introduce each person, their name, their profession, how they found the project, what they've done, and how it's impacted their life and the success that they've experienced from it. It would be short video reels on Instagram specifically, because that's the best place to post reels. And the idea would be to create a team, to create this idea in your head of who these people are and encourage people to join them because they see themselves within that team. And if I wanted to go back to what I said at the start, if I could change one thing to make the UK a better place for migrants, it would be continuing to integrate British values into our culture and understanding exactly what that means. In this instance, welcoming behaviour towards other individuals that have come here to experience the culture as we see it.